In an era where we can get food from the grocery store that's already cooked or order it online and have it delivered at our doorstep, um, how important do you think it is for moms to still teach kids how to cook? And what kind of opportunities does that open up for the mother and or the parent and the child?
Well, I mean, I think that the whole notion today is, fast and furious, and everybody is running and ripping and racing. And the whole notion of family meal has broken down. So I think one of the things that is important is the idea of taking a moment. Everybody's too busy, everybody has too much to do. But at some point during the week, one way or the other, if people would just take a minute, take a minute, shop with your children, buy food with them, show them how to get the right things. I am always appalled with young people. I'll send on errands and I'll say, "Go get me some tomatoes or get me some something," and what they come back with. Some of them are even chefs. But the whole notion of shopping and how to pick, how do you know what is a ripe tomato? What should it look like? What does it feel like? How does it feel in your hand? What does it look like out of a package? All of these wonderful things are information that can and should be transmitted. I think the other thing is, we've got all of these various things that will bring food to your house, that will bring it prepackaged, so all you have to do is dump, 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 put a little fire under it, and you've got a meal. That's fine every day. But one day a week or one day a month, take yourself and your kids into the kitchen, because it becomes a great place for sharing, for knowing, for transmitting. Okay? Not just knowledge about food, not just recipe, but there's something about being in the kitchen and cooking together that allows for other kinds of conversation. Then set the table. We may not like it, but people are judged on their table manners still today. People go to job interviews. It is not unheard of for prospective, you know, job seekers to be asked to lunch because people are watching how they eat. They're watching how they behave at table. All of those things are things that people learn at home. It's not something you're going to learn in a college dorm. It's not something they're going to learn, out on the street or grabbing a hamburger at a fast food place. It's something that they really need to get at home. And the problem slash trick is often the parents, if they're in their 30s and 40s, don't know how because they weren't taught. So it may be about going back. It may be about checking with an elder, checking with a neighbor, checking with someone whose personal style of food you admire and enjoy. It may be about looking at a TV show or something. But how do you set a table? What do you do when you have a glass of wine and a glass of water? Where does that salad fork go? All of those things sound like, oh, that's so bushy. But it is. But a lot of the things on which people are judged are just that. And while you may not agree with it, you may not be able to change the world about it either. So somehow or other, you got to find a point of accommodation.